The strategy I chose was graphic organizers, and it's used in the content area of reading. So after reading a text, students will create or fill in a graphic organizer, and that really helps them be able to make connections and comprehend the text better. And then they can refer to their graphic organizer later when they are participating in discussion over the text. So the first step is to identify the teaching purposes. So the teacher needs to find a text that is able to be supported by a graphic organizer, and then also an appropriate graphic organizer that works with the text. And by doing those two things, she's helping her students be able to understand the text selected and the teaching objectives. The next step is to explain the purpose. So by explaining the graphic organizer and its purpose to the students, it helps them be able to know how to fill it in, and then also in that step you'd want to model how to do it correctly and what your expectations are for that graphic organizer. The next step is to involve students in constructing a graphic organizer. So walk students through the building of a graphic organizer while prompting students by asking questions and leading them to the right answers and how to place components in the graphic organizer correctly. The next step is to discuss the connections. So the teacher needs to support the students in discussing the connections shown on their graphic organizers, while using the vocabulary that was in the text to really help them bring every component together from the text they read. And then the last step is to provide additional practice in using graphic organizers. This is important so that it encourages students to use graphic organizers in each text that they read to help them better make connections and comprehend the text. And also to help them use it in a variety of manners. So the purpose of graphic organizers, it visually represents ideas, text, and connections between text or characters or settings and stuff like that in a text. And it really aids in the comprehension and helps students examine text from a variety of perspectives. So I have an example of a graphic organizer here. It's a Venn diagram. And these help students be able to compare and contrast different text, or you can do characters in a text and be able to make comprehensions and connections that way.